Hello everyone, you're welcome back to this channel. In today's video, I'll be taking you through how to cut an office A-line skirt. Trust you're going to find this tutorial very helpful. It's a skirt where you can wear in your offices, wear it outdoor, and even a casual. You can use it you can wear it anywhere, okay? So I'm going to take you through, like I've just said, step by step, and even how to join it together, how to sew it together. So if this is what you're interested in, come along with me. Let's get started. Thanks. So I have my material right here. The length of this material is by 60, and is the width is like 48 inches. So it's approximately like a one trouser length. Okay. So I'm going to start right now. Now, how do I fold it? It's very simple. I'm going to fold it in a way that looks as if you want to tie your hair tie in an A shape, okay, a triangular shape. That's the way I'm going to fold this fabric. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and fold it like that. Can you see? See the way I've just folded it? So if you look at this tip, you discover that this tip is, so this is how it's going to be. So both on the two side, this side and also the other side is going to be like that. So this is how it's going to be. The two side, we have this shape, okay? So right now I'm going to go ahead and spread it for you to see. So as you can see right here, I've laid it in that shape which I told you. And if you look at the tip here, this is how the tip is. Okay, can you see? So it's single. So, and also this is the way it is at the down part. So right now, the next thing I'm going to do is to mark. And before I mark, there are three things you need to consider in this realm, in this section. And the three things in terms of measurement is the waist circumference, the hip, and the down part. Because I wouldn't want it to be too flare. I want it a very smart one, okay? So right now, I'm going to go ahead. I have the waist circumference to be 28 inches for this skirt, and 28 inches divided by 4 will give me 7 inches. So you're going to place it exactly where you have that 7 inches. So I'm going to add extra 0.5 to it, which is going to serve as my seam allowance. Okay, so I have the total of 7.5. So you're going to place it in a way that until you get to that 7.5. Now in this case, look at it here. I have my 7.5 right here. Let me move it closer. So as you can see right here, I have my 7.5 here. So this is where I have my 7.5. So I'm going to mark it here. So having marked it, the next thing I'm going to do is also to consider the hip circumference, okay? And the hip for this is 36 inches. 36 divided by 4 will give me 9 inches. Now I'm going to first measure the hip length, which is 7.5. I will be using 7.5 as the hip length, and I have it right here. So right now I'm going to measure what I have. So that 9 inches, which is the 1/4 of my hip, plus 1 inch or half an inch for my seam allowance. So I'll be having the total of 9.5 inches. So I'm going to take it in such a way that I have the 9.5 inches on that hip line. So I have it right here. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to connect in a way that is to connect to dictate my length. I'll be using the length of 31 inches. So from this from this waistline, I'm going to mark the length. And I told you that you have to consider the wideness at the down part, okay? So if you want a smart one, the wideness shouldn't be, it should be between 18 inches to 20 inches, but I will be using 18 inches. So I'm going to first mark the full length, okay? So I'm going to place it on the waistline and mark the full length. You'll discover that I pass through the waist, I mean the hip line. So very, very important. So I'm going to mark 30 inches, I mean 31 inches plus 1 inch for my CM allowance. So I have the total of 32. So I'm going to measure the width, okay? So let me move it closer. So this is my 32 inches. So here is the 32 inches which I marked. So from there, I'm going to measure the base, the down part, okay, to know if it gives me that 18 inches. So I'm going to measure. This is the 32 inches length which I've just marked. So from there, I'm going to measure from there to the center point here. As you can see right here, I have 19 inches. So from here, I have 19 inches. So as you can see right here, I have to the center point or center front, I have 19 inches. So, and I said it's between 18 to 20 inches. So that 19 inches is still okay. So from there, I'm going to connect to the hip, back to the hip, and also back to the waist. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and connect. So having So by the time I'm done connecting, the next thing is to use this one to cut the second piece, okay? So I'll go ahead and connect like I'm doing right now. So right now, the next thing is to go ahead and cut. So from here to here, now I have 32 from there. I will also measure from the waistline to know to have my 32, which is here. So the next thing is just to at the base, at the down part, just to connect. Can you see? So I've connected. Now if you like, you can come up by 1 inch to give it a slight curvy, but I'm going to leave mine like this because it's not going to be too sharp, okay, at the down part. So the next thing is to go ahead and cut it out. After cutting it out, I'll now lay this on this fabric and use it to cut the second piece, okay? So because it's not a stretchy fabric, it's going to have a zipper, okay? Now as you can see right here, I've laid the other one on another on the fabric and I've used it to cut it out. Here is the two pieces. So Now the length, now when I laid the other one on the length, I discovered that the length was not up to that 32. So instead of that is now I have the total of 29 inches for the length now, okay, because of the shortage of fabric. Okay, so right now I'm going to go ahead and measure the width, which I said. You can see I have about 19 inches here, so it's okay. So right now I'm going to open it. So here is it. So you can see. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to lay the waistline, this waistline, on the fabric, to use it to cut just little of it, just to fold it, to make it neat at this um at this waistline. Okay, that's the next thing I'm going to do. So here is the pieces I have left. So I'm going to fold it into two like this. So I'm going to take one of the pieces, the waistline. So I will also fold it into two. This is the waist. So I will fold it into two equal parts like this. Then I lay it. This is, there is no joining here, and also there is no joining here. So I'm going to lay it on each other like this. So the length of which I'm going to cut is like 4 inches. So as you can see, I've cut it out. So here is it. So I'm going to measure the width of what I have here. I have like this is 4.5 inches for the width, and the length is of course the length of the what I have on the body itself. So right now I'm going to cut one of these more, making it two. Okay, so as you can see right here, I've cut the two pieces. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is just to lay it on the bodies, on the skirt itself. So I'm going to lay it right side to right side. So this is the right side. So I will go ahead, right side to right side. I'm going to lay it. So I'm going to retrim this, okay? So I will go to the machine right now, and I will seal from this edge to the other edge here. After that, it's going to be like this. Then I refold it like this. Then I seal it to the, I seal it like that. Okay, so I'll be right back. So as you can see right here, I've sealed it. So the next thing I'm going to do is to turn it to the wrong side again. Then I start my pinning. I'm going to fold it like this, fold by 0.5. Then I'm going to push this inward. So I place it on it like this. So I'm going to pin it down. I'll use my pin to pin it. So I will proceed. I fold it with 0.5 and I lay it on it like this. Okay, so I will also go ahead and pin it down. So by the time I'm done, then here is the front. So what I'm going to do after this is just to stitch this side, making sure that I run the stitch on the thread down beneath it. Okay, So as you can see, I've pinned it down from one edge to the other, and that is what I will be doing also to the second piece. Okay, so by the time I stitch, you discover that both the front here and also here will be very neat. You won't see any excesses outside. Okay, so as you can see right here, I'll stitch it. So this is what I have. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to lay it right side to right side, the two pieces. Then I stitch from the down part, the two sides. So I'm going to lay it like I'm doing right now. So after that, then I stitch from the down part, then also the other side, but I'm going to leave the zipper allowance here. Okay, so on the right hand side. So then we are through. All right, here is our skirt ready. So the next thing I did was to hem the down part. So I folded it twice and I hem it. Can you see how neat this skirt is? Can you see it? This is the inner and this is the outside. Okay, you can see how neat it is. So that is that, and this concludes the tutorial for today. I really want to appreciate you for taking your time to watch this video. I hope you have found something helpful in this tutorial. If you have, please kindly give it a big thumbs up, and if you are yet to subscribe this channel, you click on the subscribe button below and you hit on the notification bell so that you can have access to my video. If you have any question, please feel free to drop your question in the comment section. And if you have any comments, you can drop your comment. Please drop your comment as well. Thank you very much. So till I come your way again, bye for now.